Hello everybody and welcome back to the Middle Game series. So today we are going to look about some tactics positions. So last time we were looking at some creative chess and in which there were some original ideas. But today we will be solving some tactics, which means one side has direct way to find a win. Thank you for following. Just a Alright, so we can begin now. Thank you for following and welcome to this Middle Game series. So first position. Hello, welcome. Nice to have you all here. King g1, queen c3, rook a1, rook d1, bishop e2, knight f3, knight f5, pawns on a2, b4, e3, f2, g2, h2, black king g8, queen d8, rook f8, rook a8, bishop b7, c7, knight f6, pawns on these three pawns here in the center and on a6. Thank you, Harshit. Welcome. Alright, so this is a game between Usman versus Kasparov. Kasparov is playing black here and black played here bishop c8. And here, this is a mistake by Kasparov. And now white to play and find the best move for white. Hello Akash, yes, you are absolutely right. So they say here, an unbelievable blunder for a player of this caliber. When you remove a defender from a critical point, so this bishop was defending here very well. Make sure that the opponent cannot profit from him. And be sure to see all the tactics happening on the board. And white played rook capture d5. The pawn is protected twice, with the knight and with the queen. But in fact, no black piece can take it back. So if black takes with the knight, knight d5, there is queen g7 mate. And if he takes with the queen, there is knight e7 and knight fork. Black played in the game queen e8. And after bishop c4, white won this game very soon because these two pawns were so important for black in the center. And after winning these both pawns, white is much better and wins this game. Would have rated you if you had started. Okay, next time. Hope you had a great stream, Akash. In this, white's yellow is 2574 and black is Kasparov 2830. So today we are solving some tactics. So do join in, and if you find the moves, suggest in the chat. Thank you for following Celtic. White was in that game Usman. King c8, king g1, queen e2, rook c3, pawns on e3, f2, g2, h2, and a2. 1 second, queen is on e2. Black, king g8, queen b6, rook d8, and pawns f7, g7, h7, and a7. Can you tell full name? It is here given as white was A. Husman. I can write 1 second for you. Exactly how it is given in this book. You can try to find this game in database. Yes, this is it. So this is a black to play. I will flip the board and always keep from white side to keep it simple. Okay, this is black to play, and this is a game between Bernstein versus Capablanca. So the former world champion Capablanca is playing black, and this is played in Moscow 1914, and black to play and win. By the way, can you just tell me if music is okay? If it's not too loud or too low? Just let me know if the music is on good range. It's okay? Okay. Thanks. So now here, if queen b1, this move looks like it's a back rank, but queen b1 does not work because of queen f1. And now black has no time to play this move because white has back rank on black. And white wins this. So notice that these pawn structure create back rank weakness for both the sides at the same time. Yes, queen b2, Sequico, Salombo and Celtic. You got it right. Queen b2, double exclamation mark. Now black is attacking the rook and the queen same time. If you play queen captures queen, then rook d1 is mate. And now if you play here rook c2, you can give this check, queen b1, and after queen goes to f1, we can get this rook and black wins. So after queen b2, white played an interesting move, queen d3. What to do now? Thank you for following. Queen d2, then white will take the queen. White will take the queen. If you play this, just takes, and after you take it, there is mate on you. So queen d2 would be a blunder. Queen takes rook, also a blunder because of queen d8 check. There is a mate on you on d8. So be careful with that. Yes, potato boy. Queen a1 check is the right move now. Now white has to play queen f1, forcing white to get the queen back. And after queen f1, we get this rook. And black wins. Thanks for the follow, Etk. I'm blind today. Don't worry about it. We are just warming up. King h1, queen d3. Rooks on f1, g3. Pawns c4, d5, f4, g2, h2. King g8, queen e7, rook e8, rook a1, bishop d4, knight f6, this book is called as a Chess Cafe puzzle book. So since today we are doing some tactics, I'm using especially a tactics book. Black to play. I lost 100 points only just trying new openings. I must not play anymore. That's sad. Thanks for the follow. But don't be discouraged. Just when you're trying out new openings, it can happen in the beginning, but in long term, it can be very helpful for you. Because anytime when you're learning something new, in the beginning, it will be difficult, but later, it will be very useful for you. Yes, you are doing well. If you're trying new openings, you are making progress. Do you use a mic? Yes, here is my mic. Right over here. Black to play. Yes. So again, this is a high level game between two players who are about 2500. Yes, black to play. If rook c1, then white will just take it. So if you play rook c1, and after queen e1, white plays queen f1. And how to continue this? White defends everything. Rook into e1. You mean rook c1 or queen e1? I don't know what you mean. Yes, so since rook c1 does not work, black has to go with queen e1. You are right, Harshit. So queen e1 was played in the game. Good move. Now white cannot take because of this mate over here. White plays rook gf3. Trying to defend everything. Yes, queen c1. Excellent move. Look at this beautiful move. You are right, Erin. Hello, Rucha. It's a holiday in States, so I don't have to go to work as soon as your stream gets going like every other time. And nice to have you here, Brian. And it's Thanksgiving, right? So I hope you're having great holidays. So queen c1, double exclamation mark. Rook captures c1. Rook c1. If he plays rook f1 here, black plays rook e1 and wins because of the back rank. So white tries to play bishop d1. Rook e1 check. Look at this back rank. So weak. Rook f1. And now how to finish off this for black? Hard band, not now. This is the training series. So some other time. Thank you, Harshit. So how to finish this off? Knight g4. Knight g4 is interesting actually. Rook d1. Rook d1 is not enough because white plays queen capture d1. And it's still advantage for black, but we can have more in that line. Okay, so in the game, black played a rook capture f1. Yes, rook capture f1, queen f1, and after a simple move knight e4, white has to resign because of the threat knight f2. And if we play something else, like he can't move this pawn because of knight g3, but let's say this, something like this, black can just take this and next move knight f2 and wins the queen. But I also want to check knight g4, so let's go back a little bit. Here, let's check knight g4 if it's good enough. Yes, it's also winning. So knight g4 also winning. Knight e4 also winning. So everything is winning, yes? Okay, we don't need this. So well done with this position. Hello, Tom. Thank you for the follow, Pan Tom. Yay, some tactics today. Would white play queen d1 and not rook gf3? Let's go back. So instead of rook f3, if white plays queen d1, they say this was better for white. So this was the best move white can play in this position. But black keeps the upper hand after queen b4 and takes the pawns in the center. Like if rook b3, queen c4, and this take this pawn. But it is better than what happened in the game. What if he defends something like this? Okay, one second. Rook b3. What if he defends here? Okay, bishop b2 is the threat, I see. So bishop b2 is the threat. That's why white has no time to defend this pawn with bishop d3 or bishop b3. So he has to best play rook b3 and loses these pawns. But well done in finding this move, queen d1. Or d6, yes. Thanks for the follow. Let's go to the next position. Black can play rook c1. Where? Rook c1? Do you mean first move? We checked rook c1. It does not work because of this check. King e1, queen a6, rook b1, rook h1, knight e5, bishop f1, pawns on a2, d5, e4, f2, g2, h2, black king e8, queen b7, rook b8. After queen d1, if rook c1, then what if queen takes c1? Hello, Heaven Owned. Good morning to you. So this is a game between Shiro. Shiro is playing white and black is Alexander Motilev. Both are 2600 above players. This is FIDE World Championship knockout tournament played in 2001. And a white to play. This is included in Daniel Parish 1D4 course. I see. So do you remember what opening was this, Tom? What kind of opening was this? Does in your family play anyone chess? My brother, my elder brother, he taught me how to play chess. And he's a good player. But he does not play in tournaments. It's Queen's Gambit accepted. Okay. Can we just grab the free pawn? Which, this one, you mean? Bishop c4. But we are already down 2 pawns. So even if we grab the pawn, black will be still having 1 extra pawn. Yes, yes, everybody found it. So the answer is a rook capture b2. Now black has 2 moves. Take this or take this. If he takes the queen, rook capture b8 is a mate after this. And black is mated. And if black takes the rook, after queen c6 check, in d8, knight f7 is made. So beautiful, simple and beautiful. King g1. Yes, not castled. Today we are using a tactics book called Chess Cafe Puzzle book. What's the time there? It is 6:30 p.m. Yeah, it is a good book for tactics. It's like a puzzle book, you know. You solve the puzzles in this, and yeah, I would recommend it. Have you solved this already? I have seen some of these positions, and some of them are easy. So this is a white to play. So I'm also solving it with you. I don't know the solutions to this. Black is 1 pawn up. The bishop on e4 is under attack, and it is white to play. Yes, yes, queen d2. Queen d2 will be the move. And again, this will be on the theme of back rank. So even now the pawn structure is not like the typical back rank structures. The bishop is controlling this square, and rook f8 will be a deadly threat. Hello Joe, how are you doing? So after queen d2, we are attacking here and here, and there is not enough defense for black. All he can do is maybe play rook d3 and give up the exchange like this. This is a game between Sashi Kiran, Grandmaster from India, and black is Hansen, both 2600 players. Yes, queen d2. This double attack decides, as white's queen is invulnerable. But first move, rook f7 is a blunder because of queen d1 check. And rook f1 again does not make any sense, and if king f2, it's just mate on e1. So be careful with these moves. Yes, queen d2 was played in the game. Queen d2. And game continued for a little bit. Rook d3. Bishop d3. Just few moves more. Rook f8 check. King h7. And white won, because now he also get this d4 pawn and completely winning endgame for white. He can play this move, trying to, put a trick with this knight e2 check, but after g3, knight e6, rook d6, this pawn cannot be saved anymore. Thank you, Smart Sky, for subscription. Thank you so much. Watching you while doing my online classes. Harshit is multitasking here. Queen d5, rook d2, pawn e6, bishop d8. Black to play. Best channel if one wants to improve. Thank you so much someday. So generally in evening I do the training series. So I have already started with endgame series and middle game series. And nighttime I like to play. Black to play here. So here, white resigned in the game, as there are two ways for black to win, and they say find one of them. Rook d1, rook f1. So black has 2 pawns, white has 3 pawns, and opposite color bishops. Rook d1, then rook d2. Then he will also go back again to rook f3. Queen sack on f3. So takes, then black will take. Hello, counter attack. Nice to see you. So you want to give this and take on f7, but that will not be enough for black to win this endgame. Queen a2. So what is the idea with queen a2? Let's say I just, okay, you are planning to take on g2. Maybe I can bring back my queen like this. Rook g2, then king g2. Queen a2, queen f1, rook c7. I will move the bishop away. Let's say bishop h5. Queen b7, first move. I will go back to queen f1. Rook d1, rook f1, queen f7. That looks interesting. Queen c6 and queen d6. Okay, so first move we play rook d1. Check, rook f1. And now there are some moves for black. There are different moves. So let's see what are winning. They say that there are two ways for black to win this position. So first was suggested queen b7 with the idea that next move take here and take the bishop. So does white have any defense for this? Also queen c6 is possible. Queen c6 and queen d6 after queen f1. Yes, that is the solution, Magnus. So the solution is that black plays queen c6, and now when the white queen moves, let's say to e1 with the defense of f1, then take this. One second. Something is missing. 1 minute. Let me quickly check. No, not queen c6, not queen c6. Queen d6 here is the move. Now we are attacking the queen. And now when the queen moves anywhere on this diagonal, let's say b5 or e2, next black takes this. Queen takes f1. And now bishop c7 with the idea about mate here. And when white plays move like g3 to defend this, after queen d5, this is winning for black because white has to play this and exchange it, and we will get the bishop. But now let us consider another ideas. So the second solution for black in this position is first move bishop c7 with the same idea. Bishop e8, rook d1, and queen d6. So this is the idea. But let us check other lines, what we were discussing here. So I will take help of this. Okay, so here what about queen b7? Yes, queen b7 is also winning, as you see. What about queen a5? Queen a5 is not enough because of queen e2 and white defense. Any other move was suggested? Yes, David, we are solving puzzles today. Don't send me challenges right now. I'm not playing. Okay, next one. King g1, queen a4, rook b4, rook f1, knight c6, a2, f2, g3, h2, king g8, queen b2, rook e2, rook e8, knight e3, and a7. This is black to play, and white's last move was pawn from... No, No, I don't know white's last move. So they have written here, white has already played g2, g3 to get some fresh air. Did it help him? Thanks for following, but I see that it won't be white's last move because white would have just taken the queen, so it would have been played much before. Black to play and win. Hello, Fianchoti. By the way, I want to tell you everybody that next week on Tuesday, we are going to be having a team battle with another streamer, Kedneni. And I invite you everybody to join my team. This is going to be our first team battle. And join my team and let's try to win this one. So you can go to this link and you will see there the tournament. And we will be doing live commentary here on the stream about your games and discussing it. Yes, he is a nice guy. So we arranged this team battle and it is going to be very fun. So it will be Tuesday and Indian time 9:30 at night, 9:30 p.m. And this will be my first team battle. So I request everybody to join and let's have fun and try to win also. To join, just press !team and you will see the tournament there. Thank you for following. Alright, so now here this is black to play. Yes, rook takes f2, ! Now here, if white takes the queen, Dark Legion, you're funny, but let's not do that. Instead, join us and win. If white takes the queen, then this is checkmate. And if white takes here, I guess both queen c1 and queen a1 is okay. So this. Thank you for following. So in the game, after rook f2, white played knight e7. Now the attack is on the rook, like this. So black just played rook capture knight and white resigned. Because there is no back rank threat. Hello Sarvanan, welcome. Hola Robbie. ¿Cómo estás? So this was nice position, rook f2 and black wins. King g1, queen c2, rook a1, rook c1, bishop d3, bishop d6, knight e5, pawns a2, b2. Which book? This is a Chess Cafe puzzle book. Thank you, Krishnan. Sarvanan writes in Marathi, have a great day. You too. Hello, Akshay Cool. Akshay Cool is here. So this is a white to play and find best move for white. Pawns are equal. Material is also equal. So white has a dominating attack on the c file. And they say black's forces are badly coordinated. How can white use this? Queen c8, very good. So this is the beginning, white to play. And the beginning is to play queen c8. Of course, it's not winning instantly, but this is where we begin. So if black takes the queen, white takes this. Bishop f8. And they say that after this, rook c8, white is a winning. White has a winning advantage. So I guess bishop f8 is a threat. Then next rook is also coming in the activity. And this is a big advantage for white. Okay, so in the game, black did not take it. After queen c8, played knight f6, defending the rook. And now white has a very nice move, knight g4, double exclamation mark. So attacking this knight, and if this takes, then this rook will be under attack. Knight g4. And rook b e7 was played. And white wins very easily after this check. And then white is having extra material and won very soon. So this move was important. Queen c8 followed by knight g4. King h1, queen b4, rook a1, knight c7, f3, bishop g2. Look at these pawns on the c file. King g8, rook f8, rook a8. You can press F to flip the board in analysis board. The thing is that when I select black to play and press OK, it flips automatically, and I don't want that. I want to have all the positions from white side. So this is a game between Laputin versus Ivanchuk. So Ivanchuk is playing black. Black is an exchange up. White has some compensation, doesn't he? Black is to move. Let me try. Yeah, okay, thank you for telling me the shortcut F. But I will keep the position from white side because it is easier for me to set up the board and to follow in the book. That's why. This is black to play. Bishop h3. bishop h3, then queen f3, king, bishop g2 again, or king g1. Look at this pawns. Hello, Dr. Zweichensack. How is your day going on? This is black to play. We have many hydrate requests by Krishnan, by Harshit Arya, Dead Elephant. You had to study for 4 hours continuously in order to come to the stream. Nice. Thank you for following, Satyam. Where is Badi? I think he had a long night yesterday. It's his birthday today, and he was streaming whole night, so must be resting. So bishop h3, queen f3, bishop g2, and queen c3. Is that enough for black? Because we are already... Yeah, we are an exchange up. This is nice. So this Ivanchuk is playing black in this game. And how did he finish off? Hello, chess lover. Welcome. Thank you, Gautam, for following. Get queen to f3 and give up bishop on a4. How to do it? So what is the best way for black to continue here? Welcome, 50 Bunny. Hello, Kane. Bishop c6. Bishop c6. Let's say rook f1. And next move, maybe take this rook. Bishop h3, then white takes. Dr. Zweichensack is having a very strict schedule, very tight schedule for whole day. So bishop h3, queen takes here, king g1. Or even bishop g2, right? Bishop g2. This is black to play and win. So the problem with bishop h3 is that if black starts with bishop h3, after bishop h3, queen f3, bishop g2, the most he can do is to play queen c3. And that's all black can do. So rook capture a4. Yes, now everybody's finding this beautiful idea. Look at this line. Rook capture a4. Now white has to take the rook because attacking these both same time. Rook capture a4. Now there is no back rank threat immediately. So black plays bishop h3. Now again white has to take it because no defense. If something like knight h4, there is back rank mate on e1. So white takes the bishop. Now queen f3. Now you see the difference is that the rook no longer protects this. And if white plays bishop g2, we can play queen d1 check. And after king g1, bishop c3, black is winning because next move is bishop d4 check, and white resigned. Hello player. So nice finish by Ivanchuk. Can we rapidly go through the solution? Okay, 1 second. So this was the beginning. This. So first move was rook a4, bishop h3, takes, queen f3, and bishop c3. I saw your videos on YouTube. Yes, I update this training series on YouTube later for those who want to train and learn. Thank you so much. Before I was streaming on YouTube for a little bit, but I switched to Twitch because I like this better. Alright. Now everything is okay. So in the game, white played this move here. Knight e6. And now black to play, find the best line for black. After knight e6. Yes, generally when I'm setting up the position, you will see half the board. But when I press OK, you will get it all on the screen. So this is a game between Gelashvili versus Atalik. Both are 2500 above players. Rook e6 or g5. What do you suggest for black against d4 if you want to play fundamental principle based game? There are many lines which are solid for black against d4. If I want to recommend one, I can suggest Queen's Gambit, the main line, d4, d5, c4, e6. You can also go for the Slav defense, which is very solid, d4, d5, c4, c6. But it also depends on your style. What do you like? What kind of positions you like? Rook e6, d2. Yeah, first move d2, then he can take the queen because this is defended. Bughouse player is here with all the emotes. Thank you for following. Rook e6, rook e6, d2, d1, pawn promotion. It is controlled by the knight. But also interesting, yes, because the pawn would be quite dangerous. With some ideas like rook e1. So after d2, white will play rook f1. You like attacking chess, so you play King's Indian, but you know it is not fundamental based. It's also very solid opening, but I guess your style is not like that, so you can try for Staff or Queen's Gambit. If you want more aggressive openings against t4, you can try the Grunfeld. Thank you for following. So you know, if you are learning King's Indian, you can add Grunfeld to your it might suit your style. You can just try it out. So it is like d4, knight f6, c4, g6, knight c3, and instead of d6, you go d5. Okay, so let's see this, what is happening here. So first move, we have to play rook e6 anyway. So first move is obvious. And now we have to think after this. d2, there is also possible g5. Yes, g5 now played in the game. g5, attacking here and here. Double attack, so white has to play queen g3, winning this. h4. Rook capture h4. Okay, we will come back and check knight g4. Let's see what happened. Rook capture h4 and queen f5. And they say here that is the trick behind the combination. And now after rook e1, because black was threatening this and this checkmate, black plays a knight g4 and wins. Wow. Because now black is threatening to play queen f1 mate, and also this rook is under attack. The double threat. Okay, what happens for h3? h3 is also mate because this square is controlled. So there is not much defense for white for this. Okay, so let me check knight g4 here. Instead of h4, what if black plays knight g4? First, I can exchange the rooks with a check. So we start here. And now how to take this? If queen f8, with this idea, we can go back rook e1 or queen e1, I think, before instead of g4. So here you mean knight g4. Be careful with these checks. But again, I can take this rook with a check and then come back, maybe. Okay, let me check here. Thank you for following Aware Bunny. This is, they say, winning for white. What if rook f8? Rook f8, the knight f8. And black is having advantage. So white has to play rook g6. And after king h7, rook g4. What a combination for white. So now the pawn is pinned and white defends everything. And here, let's check here also. Knight g4. Rook f3. Interesting move for white. Yes, we have a team battle with Kednani on Tuesday. So everybody join my team and let's win this one. Join here. On Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Indian time. So Kednani is also another streamer and he is from Jamaica and he suggested let's do a team battle. So this will be my first team battle and it's going to be very much fun. And everybody join. Yeah, everybody can join in that. So you can join for my team or Kednani's team in this battle. And we will be commenting together on this stream. So we will be going through your games and commenting on it. And it is an arena tournament for 2 hours. And the time control is 3+2 blitz. And there is also Berserk if you want to do it. Of course, if you're asking me this question, I will definitely say join my team. Yes, on 1st December. On Tuesday. It's going to be very much fun. He is a cool guy and commenting with him would be very much interesting and a lot of fun. So this is a game between Capablanca and G. Thomas. So the former world champion is playing white here. And let me count the pawns. 5 pawns. 5 pawns. And in the game, white played Queen A8. Queen A8 was played. Capablanca played Queen A8. And black, Thomas, resigned. So can black defend this position? Capablanca was 3rd world champion, right? Yes. So first was William Steinitz, Lasker, Capablanca, Alekhine, and so on. So you're right. Black to play and defend this position. No, Murphy was not official world champion. So it starts with Steinitz. Then white will take here. Have you already solved this? No, I have not solved these puzzles. I'm thinking with you. But I have seen many of these examples before. So I do have that advantage. So rook a2 or rook c1. This is tactics book called Chess Cafe Puzzle Book. So rook c1 or rook a2, that is the question. But definitely black should not have resigned. So they say rook c1 is a weaker move. So rook c1 is also defending for now, but it is much weaker because white can just take and play queen c6, and this is difficult position for black to play because of this passed pawn, and these pawns will be under attack, and this is not winning yet but advantage for white. What happens after king f2? I guess rook c2 with the original idea of this. Yes, maybe rook c2 followed by rook a2. So the correct move was rook a2. Yeah, and that's it. They have given rook a2, and this is good for black. I think this might be even better for black, right? Because if white takes here, then we take this and we have an extra pawn. And if white takes the rook like this, we take this and we have reached an endgame with an extra pawn. So this is in fact better for black. Might not be too big an advantage, but definitely better. Okay, it's equal. After queen a2, rook b8. Black has an extra pawn, but this pawn is very dangerous. But black has practical chances, I believe. Even though engine suggests 0.0, black has some practical chances in this position. The problem is that the queen can never leave this 8th rank because of the checkmate ideas, and white will not leave this diagonal and let black come out to g8. So it would be very difficult for black to try for a win. Queen f7 and just sit. Yeah, maybe you are right. Just queen f7, and black cannot do much here because of these threats. So not even practical chances. I felt like black had some, but after this move, queen f7, I don't feel so anymore. So this would have been a draw, but black resigned in that last position, unfortunately. If queen g8, then he can lose these pawns, right? d7 and d6. So maybe first black can push these pawns a little bit. Okay, this pawn is... Oh, he just keeps attacking these pawns. Oh, look at this idea. He don't even have to move the queen because black can never take it because f8 is queen. So that's why he don't even have to move. Okay, next one. In g1, queen e2, rook e7, pawns a2, b3, c2, d3, f2, g2, h3, king g7, queen d8, rook d7. White to play and win. Wow, why so serious? Raiding with a party of 111. Such a big party. Thank you so much for the raid and welcome raiders. Thank you, Mark, once again for the raid. And welcome everybody. Mark is very kind and has been raiding us many times. So, everybody, we are doing a middle game series and today we are solving tactics. So we are having tactics practice. White to play and win. Yes, queen h5, queen e5, king h6 loses to queen f4. So queen e5, black will have to play king f8. So as we see, queen e5 check. If king h6, then white plays queen f4 check. And now next move, if king g7, queen f7 is winning. And if king h5, I think g4 and will be made on queen h6. So black has to go king f8. If king g8, also rook e8 is check and made and winning the queen. Thank you for following. So black will play king f8 here. And now white has a very nice move. So all the pieces are attacking the rook here. You see, all the pieces are attacking rook, but we don't have to defend it. And white plays here a very nice move, queen f6, double exclamation mark. Now the idea is queen f7 is mate, and there is no defense. And when black takes the rook, anyway, queen h8 will be mate. Look at this nice tactics. And white wins. So this was a very nice move, queen f6, forcing black to take on e7 and then mate on h8. Alright, next one. Queen e6, rook e1, rook e8, black king h8, rook f8, rook d8, queen f2, pawns on h2, g2, c3, b2, a4, black pawns a7, b7, c6, g7, h7. Alright, black to play and find the best line for black. Which book these are from? These are from Chess Cafe puzzle book. Hello, John Twitch. John Twitch is here with fire. Hello, Jay. Look at this funny position. So back rank on both the sides. And they ask question, which back rank is weaker? Black to play. Thanks for the follow. This is a very cute position. Let's see if anybody can find it. Yes, this pawn structure creates back rank threats for both the sides. Queen e1 and rook e8. So we will be having two rooks for the queen, but there is something better than that. Queen e1, rook f8. No, queen e1 is a check for us. So white will take this. Queen f1, then I will take the queen. And you can't take it back because your rook is pinned. So many pins here. Black to play. D8 rook takes on e8, so white will take the rook again. And those who are joining now, we are having a team battle on Tuesday. So with another streamer, Kednani, we are having a team battle. So I invite you everybody to join my team. This is the first battle we are playing. And it will be quite fun. We will be commenting on the games on the stream. So do join my team and let's have some fun on Tuesday. Yes, everybody, join the team and let's win this. I want to win this first match. So everybody join and support. Join the tournament also. You will find it in the club. So timing, it will be on Tuesday and 9:30 p.m. Indian time. And it will be 2 hours, so 9:30 to 11:30. And it will be on Chess. Queen f1, rook fe8. Rook d8, then queen 8, then queen f1, rook f1, then rook e8. So it's an equal endgame, Harshit. Equal rook endgame. So nobody found the win so far for black. Just h6. h6, then maybe I will take on f8. And I will also follow up with h3 next move. Rook d1. Rook d1, I can just take your rook. Yeah, I think everybody only see that take this rook and take this another rook. But it's not enough for win because white will have a queen and slowly he will even remove his back rank and it's not a clear advantage for black. Alright, so I will tell you now the solution. So first move is rook d capture e8. Attacking the queen. Now white takes the rook. Because there is mate, we can't take this queen. And now a very simple move for black, and that is h6. Now the threat is rook takes queen and queen f1 checkmate. And white cannot defend both these threats at once. And white has to resign. So I told you it's a very cute position. So sometimes we miss these slow moves like h6. King h1. a2 d5, g2 h2, king g8. Yes, somebody had found h6, but on first move. But it was not enough on first move. We first have to take the rook, and the queen will be under attack. And then play h6. So this is a game between Reshevsky. Samuel Reshevsky is playing white, and Fischer is playing black. Played in 1970, Interzonal, Mallorca. And Reshevsky, who is playing white, played king g1. So the queen is attacked, but we can't take because of pack rank mate. So white played king g1, and now black to play and win. Reshevsky played king g1 and was punished. Find out how. Rucha, after telling the full answer, I have my special own emote for that with glasses. Black to play and win. Queen e3, pick up the bishop. You see, queen e3, king h1. If you just go for the bishop, white can take the rook, not only take the rook, but take on f7 and win this game. GG. If you play rook f7, I can defend the bishop. Yes, Robbie, you're right. You are right. Yes, Dark Legend. So queen d4 check. Now queen d4 is important, not queen e3, because if white plays rook f2, we have to have this move, rook e1 made. So queen e3, white will play rook f2. So queen d4 check. First move. King h1 and queen f2. Now he can't take it because of rook e1. And if he plays rook g1, rook e1, black wins. And black's king is safe. I think next position is famous, so some of you might have seen it. So those who know, don't tell the solution. Thank you for following. Rook b4, rook a1, bishop f3, h2 g2, d5 b2 a3, king g8, queen e5, rook e8, rook a8, bishop d7, pawns over here. So this is a game between Mikenas versus David Bronstein, played in 1965. And black to play and win. So those who know, please don't tell the solution, because it is very pretty. Queen e1, then queen f1. Who played this? This is Mikenas is white and Bronstein is black. Iterate by dead elephant. Post to check by Dr. Zweichensack. Long time ago, but still. Yes, everybody found it. Rook a3, well done, well done. Look at this beautiful move by David Bronstein. Rook a3. This is so beautiful because now white can't take with the rook. There is queen e1 mate. After this takes the queen. If he takes with the queen, queen e1 will be back rank mate like this. Parakowski, hi. Nice to see you. And if he takes with the pawn, we just play queen capture a1 and winning. So one of the best games by Bronstein is this rook a2, rook a3, and black wins. Yeah, white just resigned after rook a3. Rook a3, if queen b1, then rook capture rook, and then queen e1. So this is black to play. White's back rank looks terribly weak, isn't it? Black to move and win. Queen f5. White will just take the queen. Yeah, black also has some problems with back rank. White is having extra piece right now. But I think White's last move must have been like this. Knight must be on f6 and he takes on f6. Because if black takes the rook, queen f6 is just mate. Hello, Iced. This is a black to play. Yes, Robbie, you are right. Queen c6, look at this beautiful move. Queen c6. And it's actually a double attack on queen and the rook. And there is no defense for white. And in the game was one more move played, king g1, and after queen capture f6, white resigned. Yes, this is nice position, queen c6. They are not very long answers, but very nice ideas. Alright, so many pieces on the board. I guess all the pieces are on the board except one pawn for each side. So this is a white to play and win. Yes, so before the motif was back rank, but now we have changed a little bit. And this motif is actually called as the bishop pair. So working with the bishop pair. Pawn into d6, knight b5, queen into knight. Let me also think. So queen h5, what is happening? Takes. Yes, everything is correct. We have different ideas. We have this, then we have this, or we have knight d5 or knight b5. So which is the correct move order to begin with? Yes, different move orders, but I guess not every move order will be working. Let me think a little bit. What is happening here? Hello, chess to go. So why not queen h5 first move? Queen h5, gh5, bishop h7, king h8, ed6. But will it be mate? Because black can play something like queen c6, creating some threats here. Yeah, even you are right, David. So first move ed6, we need to just think, what if black moves the queen away? Thank you, Bughouse player. King can also move to g7 and escape from g6. So in this move order will be extremely important. Why not knight b5 first? So knight b5, a b5. There is also something with knight h7 probably. First move to take on h5. Okay, so let's see. Knight h7 is a mistake. First move. First move, if knight h7, black just plays bishop g7. And after ed6, queen c5. There is no more attack anymore. It is still advantage for white, but not completely winning. And here, black should not take king h7 because queen h5. Bishop h6 and ed6 will be good for white. And this is quite aggressive. So black has to just play bishop g7. So knight h7 is a mistake. So not knight h7 first move. The correct answer is starting with knight b5. White starts knight b5, a b5. Queen capture h5, g h5, check, king g7, check, knight f6, takes the queen, and this is a winning for white. After rook c8, we defend this pawn with bishop e5, and winning for white. And there is an interesting line one more. After knight b5, if black plays knight g3 check, we play hg3, and after a b5 we play queen h5 anyway, with the same idea. So this was more tricky than the positions we saw earlier. He runs to f8. I see. King g1. Okay, I will show you the book. It's called a Chess Cafe puzzle book. Like this. Thanks for the follow. Alright. The wise reindeer, hello. King g1. Queen d3, rook c1, rook b1. Bishop g2, bishop b2. Yes, this is a tactics puzzle book. This is a game between Alex Sidriv playing white and Zhang Zhong playing black. Both are about 2600, played in 2000. Beijing. Black spawned restrict bishop g2. Don't they? White to move. Rook c6. Thank you for following. So starting with rook c6 or bishop d5 or bishop g7. You thought I'm Russian chess player. I know that. But my first name is Rucha, that's why Ruchess. I remember once I raided Grandmaster Bani, who is from Greece, and he was playing Bullet, and very much playing fast and screaming. And I raided him, and he saw the raid, and he is screaming, "Thank you, Russian Chess Federation, for the raid." That was so much fun. Yes, it's nice. I like to go to Russia, because every time I play tournaments in Russia, they have boards everywhere of Ruchess, because that is Russian Chess Federation. Rook c6, queen c6, bishop d5, queen d6, and queen c4. Then rook e8. Give me 2 minutes. Thank you for following. Okay, so did you find it? Did you find it? What is your favorite chess player in USSR? I have to say Kasparov. Yeah, rook c6, queen c6, and queen d5. Queen d5 or bishop d5? That is the question. So first move is rook c6. Rook c6 is obvious. Now if black takes rook c6, then we have queen d5 and we get this rook back. So black played queen c6. Bishop d5. Yes, you are right. If queen d5, is queen d5 also possible or not? Okay, let's see. Bishop d5. Queen d6. So bishop g7, king g7. Oh, if king g7, that is queen c3 check and we get the rook. That's why black played here knight b6. And white is having winning advantage after this. Bishop e6. And the next move he will bring back the bishop and winning. So we got the 2 pawns in the center. Okay, so for queen d5, what is happening? Why can't we play queen d5? What is the difference here? Yeah, I thought this was the idea anyway. Okay. Next one. So someone was talking about Paul Morphy. So here is the game of Paul Morphy. King g1. So we are looking at positions where bishop pair is an advantage. So this is a game between Paul Morphy. Morphy is playing white and Thompson is playing black. Morphy is one of the greatest American player, and he was a first unofficial world champion. But somehow, that time when he was playing, there was no official world championship match. That is why he is not official world champion, but he is one of the greatest chess player. Before Bobby Fischer came in America, he was a star. White to play and mate in 3 moves. White to play and mate in 3 moves. So this game was played in New York in 1859. So long time back. if I'm not wrong, he played a match with Zukertort to become the unofficial world champion, right? So there was a match between Paul Morphy or was it Stannis who played Zukertort? Okay, I don't know about it really, about this part of the history. Rook d7. So black has option king e8 or king c8. Yes, yes. So first move rook d7. If king c8, so black has a few options. Of course, not knight d7 because of queen d7. So let's first check king c8. And this nice move, queen c6, bc6. And look at this beautiful bishop pair. And this is a mate. So what about king e8? Now mate in two moves. Yes, it has to be two moves, or else we can win anyway playing rook g7. Come on, mate in two moves. It's not difficult. e6, e8. What do you mean? You mean e7? e7? How it will be made into moves. Let's say I take this rook. Rook f7 check, king d8, rook f8, knight e8, queen d7. Yes, yes. Rook d8, rook d2. Rook d8, then king d8. And it's not mate into. Here there is mate into. Okay, I will give you the answer. But it's easy. I'm surprised nobody found out. Because you found out many tougher positions than this. Alright, so the move is rook c7 check and e7 mate. Thank you, Grey Squirrel. Alright, so I guess everybody's sleeping. Did not find mate in two. Morphe found it while sleeping. So this is a white to play. I am excused. I'm cooking. No, no excuses to anybody. So this is game between Karsten Muller playing white and Lutz is playing black. White to play and win or have a big advantage. One second, I forgot one pawn. Okay. The pawns are equal and white is exchanged down. Fe6, Fe6, knight e6, rook f1. F6 looks like the most forcing move to me. Okay, after this I will make the last position for today and then stop. Okay, last two. I have last two positions. Next. F6 problem, knight e4. Yes, you are right. F6, knight e4 and attack on queen. So this was actually correct idea. You found it. Fe6 and knight e6. Good move. Now black cannot take the knight because of bishop d5, pinning the queen. So black has to play first rook f1, king f1. And after, let's say, king h8, queen d5, white is much better. In the game played was queen b7, knight b7, bishop d5, and white's pieces are quite active. So I will go through the game little bit. Rook a6. Black is trying to exchange some pieces because these bishops are dangerous. Yes, bishop d4 is coming and was played. Look at the mighty bishops. They fire at the king in one corner and at knight and rook in the another. These bishops are extremely dangerous. Knight d8. Black is trying to exchange some knights, exchange some pieces, but it's not possible. Bishop c5. And this is complete domination by white. And after rook f6, gf6, bishop d4, knight h5, white wins because of f7 is the threat. And yes, that's the answer. So next is Um, Also position on two bishops, bishop pair. And similar ideas. King g1, queen d1, rook a1, rook d5, rook c4, bishop d4, bishop d3, pawns a2, c2, f2, g2, h2, black king g8, queen a3, rook a8, rook f8, bishops on e7, d7, pawns h7, g7, f7, e6, and here white to play. Look at this bishop pair. They're attacking h7 and g7. So how to begin? Bishop g7 or bishop h7, or try to bring the queen in the game with queen h5, something like that. Bishop h7, king h7. How to continue after that? King h7. Yes, counter attack. Yes, railbird, you are right. So we start with bishop h7, and this is a very nice idea, very nice technique of attack, sacrificing both the bishops. So these bishops are so powerful, and they will cause complete destruction on the king side. King h7, queen h5, king g8, and now look at this beautiful sacrifice again, bishop g7. Now the threat is queen h8, and rook is coming in this attack. And how did the game continue? Bishop g7, f5. Black decided to defend like this, f5. If he takes the bishop, it's not enough because king g7, rook g4, and queen g5 is mate. So that is why black played f5. And now a very nice move, bishop e5. It's a very strong move. Thank you, Psych, for following. So bishop e5. Now is the threat queen h8? Oh, queen g6 is the threat. Of course, queen g6 is the threat. And after rook f6, rook h4, and white won this game. Why not queen h6, queen g6? So here, if we play queen g6, I guess bishop e8 is possible. That is why first bishop e5. And here after bishop e5, if black plays bishop e8, then it blocks the square for the king. So we can play queen h8 and mate. He can't run away like this here. Nice idea. Alright, and last one, a very famous game by Judith Polgar. d5, c3, black king g8, rooks on f8, e8, queen c5, knight a5, bishop d7, Pawns a7, b6, c7, f7, g7, h7. So this is a very famous game. White is Judith Polgar, the strongest woman chess player ever, and black is Anatoly Karpov, played in 2003. White to play and win. Black is a pawn up, but his pieces are not coordinated. Karpov is playing black side, but look at this knight, it is right now out of the game. Bishop h7, king h7. Of course, this is not possible right now anyway because of this, so the pawn is not under attack. Bishop h7, king h7, queen h5, king g8, bishop g7. Is there any defense for black? So Judith seized the opportunity. So in the game was played bishop h7, king h7, queen h5 check, king g8. So look at this idea again. Double bishop sacrifice. The threat is queen h8 mate, f6. And now what to do? Yes, bishop h7 was played, Mahmoud. So f6. Of course, black cannot take on g7 because of the same idea. Rook g3, king f6, and queen g5 is mate. That's why black has to try f6. And white just destroyed everything on the king side. Bishop capture f6 with the idea check and this check, and also queen g6 check. So both these threats. Black played rook f6, and now rook goes to here, rook g3 check, king f8. Thank you for subscription. Thank you so much. He's so messy though. King f8, queen h8, king f7, rook g7 is made. Very beautiful sacrifice by Polgar. Alright, so time for us to stop here today. And everybody join my team on Leeches. We will be having our first team battle on Tuesday. So this is the link for team. And let's have some fun together on Tuesday. And it is an arena tournament against another streamer, Ednenin. So we are going to play and fight on Tuesday and comment together that day. And let's try to win this one. So I will stop here. And thank you for joining in this beautiful tactics session. And I will see you next time, tomorrow. Yes, Judith Polgar is also one of my favorite players. Thank you, truly great. We are just finishing. Hope to see you next time. I will raid and then we stop. Just a minute, wait. We will get a raid. Thank you, Vishal. I'm just checking who all are streaming. Hikaru is not streaming and he doesn't need a raid. Okay, I see Chess Heroes and Road to GM 3000. I don't know any of I don't know both of them, so whom shall we rate? Road to GM or Chess Heroes? Okay, Chess Heroes is doing some fog of war, so I will rate another one who is playing chess with the viewers, so I will rate him. Bye bye. Tekitas is not streaming right now. See you all.